sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. D.J. Jones. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On fourth down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
He certainly didn't have his best outing a week ago, and he was very honest with us when we brought it up. He said, listen, I can't turn the ball over at this rate and expect to come out of there with a win. So they got away with one last week. He doesn't think that they're going to be able to sustain that, and to be honest, I don't blame him.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and 2. Here we go. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Pickens. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10. They'll run with the Boise State product, Ashton Genty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Open man, that's Luther Burden. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll try to run for it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. It's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, You can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
On the jet sweep, here's Burton. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Williams now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to get it. 1st down. Taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And a Louisville 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. Start going to throw here on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Here's Matt Ariza now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare for defenses trying to contain him all year. The NFL's leader in rushing yards at the quarterback position. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory.
It's 2nd and inches.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. He's got room to the 45. Yeah. And it's a big play. He's finally taken down. What a way to end the first. They can't wait to start the next quarter. on to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Run right up the gut with Gentry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. He puts it up, and it's caught. Jalen Noel. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Dragons offense headed back to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. To the left side. That's caught by Mitchell. And he won't get away. Good opening tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Harris. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Gentry. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal. The first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown Cowboys. That's the 5th touchdown for him of the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown and break. That's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Dragons offense ready to get back to work. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. Need to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On second down, Dart. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. That is Ferguson in motion. 3rd and 2, and it's Dart. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 9. He'll go play action here with Dart. He'll go right and find his running back. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Now it's 2nd and 1.
At the 12-yard line.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit a 2-minute warning here in this first half. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. Now a second timeout called by the defense. As they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dragons offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this one. First down now. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the Louisville first down.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Open is the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
7-yard pickup.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. It made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
Dart's going to throw it again. Now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll go, and here's Dart. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short throw caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
First down.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He takes off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrabbling his way to a 1st down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd as they stop with 28 seconds to go in this 1st half. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Drop this one down to Jenty. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
He'll get up and clock it here, and they're set up to possibly get 3 before the break.
A 43-yard attempt.
Aubrey's kick is good, and the Cowboys extend the lead to 24-0.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Dragons are on the board just before halftime.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the 1st half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the 2nd half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A run right here, and it's Genty. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there 4 yards. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Once again, it's Jensen. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
He'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now it is first and goal.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Sauce Gardner.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. It's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Dragons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start first and 10. First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
For a Louisville first down. A gain of 14.
Now a run on first down. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll work now on second and 4. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Taken down behind the line.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
The Cowboys offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. They'll begin with first and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9.
They'll run the sneak. Looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more. A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's out left and complete to Burton. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Brings up second and 3.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The Cowboys field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Now a timeout for injury. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The Dragons offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 46. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. That one taken in by Mitchell. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That is Ferguson in motion. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Blue. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play. It's 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Louisville first.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Dart. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Dart. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately here, one of his teammates quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive, and then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Open man downfield is Noel. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Run out of the gun for Gentry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. That's to the left side. Caught by Noel. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Cowboys.
They run out of the gun with Gentry. A gain of 4 as he's taken back.
Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 6. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete. This is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Dragons offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Dart. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
We'll go play action here with Dart. His throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. It's Dart. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That is Ferguson in motion. To the air once more is Dart. Right back to Ferguson, who's got another one. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. A play fake, now Dart to the left side. That's caught by Mitchell. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
That's good for Louisville. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing again, Dart. That is caught to the goal line and in. Terrence Ferguson. Touchdown, Louisville.
Touchdown, Louisville.
Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least They're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth
And he
quarter.
gets into the end zone for the two. So it's not over yet. It's back to a two-score game.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Gentry running left. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. But the fullback trying to power it home. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one taken in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Aubrey's good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Jackson Dart sack. A loss of 5 yards.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. They'll run it straight ahead now with Gentry. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
go again with Genty. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down. Keep it on the ground with Genty. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This one from 47 yards out.
47-yard attempt.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Here's Dart. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
It's third down.
Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Dart sacked. A loss of 8 yards. Another 3 and out.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.